This is SaharaTV. I'm your host, Brandon Bell, reporting live from Detroit, Michigan. I have here with me all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, Innocent Idibia, born in Jos Plateau State, Nigeria, better known by his stage name, Tuface Idibia. Idibia is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and record producer. He is commonly referred to as Tuface, sometimes stylized as Tubaba. He is one of the most decorated and successful Afro-pop artists in Africa. He is consistently ranked as one of the best African musicians of all time. Tuface has received numerous awards: MTV Europe Music Award, 1 World Music Award, 5 Hetty Awards, 4 Channel O Music Awards, Video Awards, BET Awards for his musical work, 4 MTV Africa Music Awards, 1 Mobile Award, 1 Cora Award, and numerous additional nominations. Tuface has established an NGO called Tuface Idibia Reach Out Foundation, which motto is to service humanity. 2009, Tuface was appointed as ambassador by National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control. He released his song Man Unkind in order to raise awareness on the menace of fake and substandard food and drug products in Nigeria. In 2009, he was presented with the prestigious International Youth Ambassador for Peace Summit and the Nigeria Youth Merit Award by National Youth Council of Nigeria in recognition of his contributions to youth development in Nigeria. Tuface, first time here in Detroit?
Yep.
How you liking it so far?
Yeah, Detroit, man. Cool. So far, so good.
They take you down to the casino?
Not yet, man.
Oh, man, you ain't get no money?
Not yet. Later.
Man, make sure you hit the casino.
After we conclude our business, we go to the casino.
Beautiful, beautiful. So this latest album, you got 6 albums out that we know of.
Yeah.
It's named the Ascension.
The Ascension, yeah.
Why that name, and how do you feel about your 6th album compared to the other 5 that you have?
Okay, I think the 6th album for me is growth. You know, it signifies growth. It signifies me trying to, not just limit myself to just inside Africa, but stepping outside and spreading the I'll put it like that, spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
Across the globe, and trying to get African music out there. So for me, the Ascension is basically growth. That's what it signifies for me.
Now from start to finish, this project, how long did it take you to complete this one?
Okay, let's see. My last album was 2 years ago, so I would say 2 years, right?
So you started on this one as soon as you finished the last one.
I guess so.
I like that. Man, don't rush. Okay, now if you were to choose a favorite song out of all 6 albums,
yeah,
which song would be your favorite?
Wow, that's a tough one, man. Okay, let me put it like this. I'll choose. There's this song that I call, Holy Pass. Nobody holy pass, and what it means is, ain't nobody holier than nobody else. Everybody is guilty. We're all in the same boat.
I like it.
So that's the song. It's a reggae type song.
Yeah. Speaking of that song, last night when we stopped by and you was doing that One Love.
Yeah.
That right there, it rocks to me. I like the flow of it.
Oh, thanks.
And,
man.
I got Bob Marley on my shirt today.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like.
I saw it and I'm like, yes.
It felt like, like Bob Marley. It was that aura. Like,
yeah.
Did he inspire you at all?
That's my biggest influence in music, as in hugest influence in music. It's Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, for real.
Now, I know you had quite a few collaborations. I seen one that you did with R. Kelly. You had one with T-Pain.
1-8.
What is it Kelly Bridget? Is it
Bridget Kelly.
Yeah, I got a little crush on her myself. But out of all the collaborations that you love, who would you say that was your favorite collaboration? And if you had to choose anybody in the world to collab with, who would you pick? Who would that be?
If I want to pick anybody to collaborate with, man, there's so many talented people out there right now. So many people that got so much talent, so much good vibes, so much good energy. And to be honest with you, I cannot pick one person right now.
Yeah.
The collab that I've enjoyed the most, um, wow, 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 wow. I would say working with R. Kelly on the 1/8 project really opened my eyes to a whole lot of, professionalism on how to record and how to do stuff in the studio. And the 1/8 project was not just me; it was a whole lot of other artists from across Africa, and we did that with R. Kelly. And that he wrote the song, but when we got into the studio, the way he coordinated everything, the professionalism and the skills was amazing, and he really, really taught me a lot. It really opened my eyes to a whole lot of things that how studio works. So that is one of the collaborations that I really, 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 really enjoyed. And then working with T-Pain also, man. Working with T-Pain also was smooth. Nice.
And then
Yeah.
the video that you shot with T-Pain, what was that shot?
Yeah. Atlanta.
You shot that in
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So
I actually shot it in T-Pain's house in Atlanta.
Oh, that was T-Pain's house
Yeah.
in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, as far as this industry, being in music, the music industry, there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
I was looking you up, and how, like over here they compare a lot of times, who has the most money, 50 Cent or Diddy or so I noticed that they had the comparison with you and
a couple of other artists, right?
Right. So how do you handle the competition, or people trying to create mischief?
I just laugh, cause many people that do that, they don't even know what's in anybody's bank account. They don't even know what anybody owns. They don't really know anything about. They don't really have any facts.
Yeah.
So it's just hearsay or or impression. The impression that they get. For me, I've been there. I would say I've been there. I've done that. And for me, I don't see no competition. For me, I just see a group of young Africans, Nigerians, try to make something happen for themselves. Trying to make a way, trying to grow.
Right.
And when I see that, I'm excited. I'm happy, because once upon a time, it gets boring when it's only you at the top. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets really boring. So sometimes you need that challenge, that extra, however you call it. But for me, I'm really impressed. I'm proud to be part of, I'm proud to be part of the people that started this whole, new school trend in African music scene.
Right.
I'm proud to be one of the forefront people, one of the pioneers of the new school African music scene. So let me just say, I'm a proud guy to have a whole lot of other guys coming up and making things happen for themselves.
Right.
And taking the industry to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't look at it as competition. I just look at it as healthy growth. It's welcome. It keeps you on your toes. It's welcome. All that you see, you say, this person who pass this one. Okay, make I try. Make it not be like, say, my story be. Let my story not be like, man, that guy used to sing before, man.
Yeah.
He used to be a great artist. I don't want my story to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. As I say, now I notice your music is very positive. Like, I've listened to it, and I haven't heard anything negative in none of your music, and I find that to be very uplifting. You see over here, you have kids and they listen to music. And music is so influential.
Yeah.
Like, you had the African Queen song, to uplift women. A lot of times you don't see that.
The respect for the African woman. Yeah.
And
thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Thank you. But to touch back on the positive music, I know that you were a victim of gun violence.
Man.
And so how do you stay so positive and not touch on that so much, but just keep that positive vibe?
Before me like I told you, my biggest influence in music got shot once upon a time too. You know, that's Bob Marley. He got shot once upon a time too. For me, that just strengthens my resolve to spread the message of one love all the time. You know, because in a split second anything can happen. That's what it means to me. You know, in a split second, you know, anything can happen. And I don't like to dwell on that too much, because I just want to spread the message of one love. You know, and honestly, that is the only solution to the whole problems that the world has right now. That is the only solution. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, human nature has its flaws, and that's why we have all the things going on right now in the world, because of the flaws in human nature. You know, but somehow I think if we can hammer it enough, if we can really channel our subconscious to go into that one love spirit all the time, I think eventually it's going to happen, and eventually the whole world is going to live under one love. You know, so for me, man, that's the basic solution. Apart from the fact that, okay, let's just put laws in place so that bad people cannot get away with bad stuff.
Right.
Because they're always going to be there. I mean, it's human nature. There's always good and evil, so you can't run away from that for now.
Right.
You know, but we have to try and make sure that at least as many of us as possible have conscience, as many of us as possible have the spirit of one love in us. And with that, you know, we'll be able to suppress the evil people in the world and move ahead.
You know, that reminds me, you ever heard Marvin Gaye's What's Going On?
Yeah.
When he say only love can conquer hate.
Yeah,
So, like,
you know.
you speaking on that, that's what that puts me in the mindset of. I thought of What's Going On.
Yeah.
But on a personal tip though, how was the married life? How was being married and living, you know, where you have to travel and be gone all the time? How do you keep up with that?
It's not easy, man. It's not easy. But you know, like they say, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. You know, like they say, you know, if you don't walk, you won't shop. In Nigeria, we say it's workshop. You have to walk. When you go to the workshop, so it's not easy, but I just have to create time. Everybody that everybody that has a busy life has to create time for everything, you know, for work and for family and for play.
Right.
You know, so to have that balance, to be sane, you have to create time for all these things, you know. So I guess that's basically what I try to do. I just try to create time.
And I think you obviously doing it. I seen you got married 3 times, right?
Nah.
I'm saying it was one in Dubai.
Oh, okay.
One in Dubai. There was the traditional one.
Yeah.
And then there was another one, if I'm correct.
No, the first one was the engagement.
Okay.
You know, and you know, everybody was like, hey, engage, okay, blah 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 blah. And then, you know, in Nigeria we have this tradition. We do the traditional wedding, and we do the white wedding. That is the church. If you're a Christian, you do the church wedding. If you're a Muslim, you do the Islamic wedding.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
So we do the traditional, and we do the, you know, and then you also do, if you want to do the court one, you do court wedding as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it depends on what you want to do. It's not compulsory though. It's just a matter of choice and a matter of, you know, some people want it to do. You know how it is.
Now, with the national agency that you're on, food and drugs and stuff,
yeah, NAFDAC.
How did you wind up being a part of that?
Okay, there's okay, like they wanted me to do some stuff, you know, and then I was, how do I put it, I showed my interest, I showed my genuine interest in doing it, because fake drugs and substandard, you know, food products has killed a whole lot of people in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world. It's not even just in Africa, you know. And it is a serious crime, you know. And then we were talking about it one day, and you know, we realized that the laws of the land doesn't deter people from doing this thing, because the law is very weak. Is a law that has been there since 1970, I be 60 something. So they have not upgraded it, they have not changed it. So the fine is like 500,000 naira. Back in the day is massive money.
Right.
But now it's chicken change for anybody that is selling fake drugs and all. You understand what I'm saying? So, and even the jail term is like, is messed. It's not even, you know. So we're talking about it. So many fake stuff. You know, you buy a drink, you put it in your mouth. Oh my God, you know. And then some people have had food poisoning and died as a result of stuff like that.
Right.
You know, so it was something of concern, and we were hanging with the DG, the Director General of the NAVDAC. And we started talking about it, and we proposed to him, like, look, let's start this campaign, let's do something about this. And that's how the whole thing started. And we started creating awareness, doing stuff, and it became huge, you know. And that's when they now said, oh, Tuface, you know what, let's make it official, you're now a NAVDAC ambassador, you know. And it became official, you know. The ceremony was packaged and it happened, you know. And then after that, we're still on it, you know. We're still on it. It's an ongoing process until at least, you know, we see positive. But I mean, we've been seeing positive results, you know, over the last few years, you know, because the awareness has stepped up, you know. But we're still gonna step it up again, another notch, you know, sometime this year. So, but it's an ongoing process. You know, it's a serious menace. It's a serious problem. And it needs serious attention, you know.
Now, did Man Unkind come before the agency started, or did you make that?
Oh, it came after.
Okay.
Yeah, the campaign started already, but it came after the ambassadorial bestowment. Have you heard it? What's that English again?
I see my kids growing up are so into materialistic.
Man,
things.
it is mad. It is crazy right now.
And it makes it so much easier or harder, you know, in the realm of dating or something like that, to impress.
In the realm of dating, in the realm of crime, because of the trend these days, many people are going to start robbing and stealing, and because they want to meet up, they want to catch up.
Yes.
Man, our fathers were very, very meek and humble and contented with what they had, you know. And I mean, our forefathers, they just work. They just love to just work and make something out of life. But nowadays, it's all about, you know, materialistic stuff. I mean, once in a while, it's not bad to treat yourself to a good life, but you know,
right.
But once it becomes a priority, like, it must be, every shoe I own must be a designer shoe.
Yeah.
Every, you know, once it becomes like that, it becomes dangerous, you know, because people become desperate to meet up and catch up, and then it makes a whole lot of youths of nowadays, many of them don't even want to groom themselves and upgrade themselves. They just want to hit it one time, bam.
Right.
You know, and it's dangerous, man. Dangerous.
You know, freestyle big over here in the States.
Yeah.
do you happen to freestyle?
I'm not a freestyle expert, but you know, sometimes I can make sense when I just talk off the top of my head.
Yeah, I wish we had beat that we could throw on for you. You know, we won't do that to you today. But to wind down in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Where do you see Tuface in 5 years?
Okay, in the next 5 years, I think I'm going to be more of an executive artist than a performing artist. Okay. You know, because in the next 5 years, I'm gonna really cut down on, you know, live concerts and all that, and I'm just gonna focus more on business and record label and one or two other businesses that I'm coming up with. You know, but definitely music is still going to be center stage in all that I do.
Right.
You know, because that's my number one hustle right there. You know. So, but in the next 5 years, I hope to become a successful entertainment businessman.
Now you started one already, didn't you? I think it's Hypertech.
Yeah, Hypertech Digital. You know, and that's ongoing now. A 960 music group as well. It's ongoing now. So yeah, so we're looking forward to having a couple of art. We have some already. We have Dami Crane, we have Rocksteady, and we have the legendary Professor Victor Wifo.
Okay.
On the label right now, and they're all in the kitchen right now. So their stuff is coming out pretty soon.
They cooking.
Yeah, so
They in there
cooking
cooking.
live.
Now, we all know you've been successful with your business career so far. What advice would you have for anyone else trying to walk in the footsteps of something you've done, being a pioneer of?
Okay. I would just say, for me, the advice that I will give to anybody is, be sure of yourself. And in being sure of yourself, don't be afraid to fail.
Right.
Because if you're afraid to fail, you won't try nothing. You will just sit on your ass and be afraid to fail. So you won't try nothing. So be confident of yourself. Go out there, try stuff. If it doesn't work, just try to learn the reasons why it didn't work. The mistakes you made, or whatever it is that try to figure it out and try to approach it and do something in a different way, or maybe in the same way but with a little bit effort on one side that you didn't. However it is, don't be afraid to try. And don't be afraid to fail, because and then just know what you're good at, and try to leave the other ones for people that are good at that one. Right. Because some people they just want to do it all by themselves. Some people reject assistance. But like they say, no man is an island, right?
Right.
That's the word. So in every business and everything that you do, you definitely need extra manpower.
Right.
Because you can't know everything. You can't be good at everything.
Exactly.
So for me, I leave the creative aspect of myself. I got my manager. His head is hot. His brain is always on fire. So I trust his judgment. I leave that aspect to him, because I don't really have that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And then he too, if there's another aspect of somebody else, so that everything is handled by people that actually know how to handle that aspect.
It's clicking on all.
So no man is an island. Always, choose, recognize people's strengths and try to use it positively. And always give credit, and always give due to whom due is due.
Right.
Is that right? Is that
no? That's right. That's right. You give credit to
give due to whom
due
is due ahead, or give credit to whom credit is due ahead. So, with these few tips, if there's another one, I'm not the most successful guy out there, so
I can't tell.
So if there's other tips I might not know about, I need people to tell me those ones too, so that I can upgrade my own my own level too.
I got one last question. This one should be a tough one.
Okay.
You can resurrect one person to work with you. Who would you choose and why?
Wow. I think you already know the answer to that question.
I think I do because I think I do. But I figured I'd put it out there anyway.
It's Bob Marley. Any day. I would have said Fela Nicola Pokuti. I would have said Michael Jackson. But for me, Bob Marley does it for me. Bob Marley covers all these people for me. So it will be Bob Marley, man.
Bob Marley.
Anything to just hear. Let me just call my name with his mouth, with his breath. Let me just say, so Tuface, let's do. Hey, Bob Marley, come on. Oh boy, man, that's it for me musically. Everything that I do revolves around my inspiration from Bob Marley. Yeah.
Well, there we have it. We have Tuface in the building. Tuface, we want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you, my brother.
Best with that concert tonight.
No shaking, man. No shaking.
SaharaTV. No shake. SaharaTV
No
reporting. I'm
shaking.
Brandon Bell, and we're out of here. We just left out from jamming with Tuface. I'm here with the two men responsible behind the scenes, responsible for bringing Tuface all the way over from Nigeria. I got PJ here. I got Jabba. And they're just going to tell you a little bit about why they brought Tuface over and not another artist.
Yes, we brought Tuface because he's Baba. He's the only legend that right now that speaks to our generation. Just like you think about people like Fela Kuti, you think about people like Femi Kuti, and I went to a show to watch Lionel Richie, and then I kept thinking, I looked on the show and I said, it's like everybody here. He cleaned out the entire stadium, so you need someone that you can know at least 10, 15, 20 of their songs because they've been doing it for a long time. So that's how you get a good concert. So that's one of the reasons why we say, you know what, Tuface is the person for us to bring.
As someone from the continent, a representation like that is what we need, especially for the city of Detroit, being that, this is a place where we have a lot of African Americans. It's a black city. Why not bring Tuface here and make it happen, where it all started. All right, I'll pass it back on to you.
Thank you. And we do appreciate, I want to stand here and tell you two gentlemen that thank you, and we do appreciate you bringing him all the way over because it's a new experience for me as well. Being in there, hearing him, it's positive music, a good feeling. We don't have that often nowadays. A lot of times music is more so promoting the wrong things. Yes. And like you said with the Man Unkind song, and to promote something positive, we do appreciate that and try to take a different spin on upbringing. And music is so influential to not just, music touches everybody from every age group, so it's greatly appreciated.